Got that on record.
No, you don't, because shit. No.
And welcome to episode 68, part Deux.
Part Deux.
Episode 68.5. This is not episode 69, episode 69.
Wow.
Episode 69 is coming up. That it's going to be its own special episode.
Yes.
So instead of this being episode 69, this is episode 68, part Deux. For those of you that don't know what that is, that's part 2.
It's a very famous
part two
kind of movie. Like,
part
Hot Shots, part 2.
Yes.
Hot Shots, part 2.
Part 2.
With me today, where am I going to start? Let's start with the guy drinking water.
That was
Mark
me.
Pins. How you doing, buddy?
Not bad, boys. How we doing tonight?
Doing good.
Tonight, depending on when people are watching.
And above him, we have the Crusader that is at Coastal, Brian Athern.
Is at Coastal.
Wow. What's going on, Timmy? You seem rather confused today. Is it the Alzheimer's setting in, bud?
It is. It is. I didn't take a nap today.
Prevagen, child. Prevagen.
I know. And then, of course, King of the North. So anyway, guys, we have...
Wait, Calvin, does your shirt say Stanley Cup champion? How old is that shirt? Like, oh, wow. That's probably from then, too, isn't it?
Has to be.
1967.
Nobody would print that nowadays anyway. That has to be old as fuck.
Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't you?
Wow. Wow. So, bowling. Candlepin.
It's getting ready to start up in full force.
Yeah.
I start leagues this week.
Bowling.
Wednesday, Thursday.
Yep. I start leagues this week.
Yeah.
All the leagues starting back up soon here at Riverwalk. We got a lot of new people coming in, new leagues coming in.
As a proprietor, Marky, have you seen good increases since the pandemic in leagues now? Like more new people?
For last year when we got to open back up, it was very minimal. There was still a big split and a divide, and we've spoken about the people who were and who weren't afraid and everything else. But this year, all of my leagues are bigger than they were last year. Every single one of them. So that's a very good sign. People want to get their asses back out. They want to knock some pins over. They want to come back into the lane. So I hope it goes that way for absolutely everybody. I only have a couple leagues up here, but I managed to fill all 3 of them to the brim. And things are going to be good over here at Riverwalk for this season.
Good.
It's good. It's
really
good. Good to hear.
Yes.
Calvin, what about you? You start leagues this week, right?
Next week.
Oh, next week?
Next week. Yeah, we don't start till the 15th. I'm excited. I don't know how I'm gonna like it, but we're gonna see. Bowling out in cocaine.
He's bowling in cocaine, folks.
Cocaine. I didn't know there was a province cocaine. Did you, Marky?
No, I
know the province of cocaine.
It's right next to marijuana.
There is no province of cocaine.
I've been there. I've never been to cocaine.
Yeah, cocaine.
I think that's a lie. I think you've been on cocaine a couple times.
Oh no, never, not once, ever. Not once, literally in 40 years, never.
It's all that dunks.
That's what it is. It's the dunks. Me and my girl Mary Jane, we go to dunks a lot.
Yeah,
that's where that's at.
Dunks. So we've got first. I'm going to call it the first tournament of the year. This coming weekend. We have the Candlepin Pro Series doubles in Portsmouth. That is Portsmouth, New Hampshire, for those of you that were curious, not Portsmouth, Virginia, or Portsmouth, England.
We go across the pond in bowl?
Well, yes, we could have tea and crumpets across the pond.
I believe they have Skittle pins over there. I wonder if there's Skittles over in Portsmouth.
I
wonder if there's Skittle pins over in Portsmouth.
I mean, this show is just totally
we screwed this whole thing up at moment one, but we're sticking with it.
We're sticking with it because we've got no choice.
Yeah,
that's right. This is part Deux. So
R2.
All right, who do we got?
So we've got. I'm going to go through the list, and I want to do a couple of things. One is I want you guys. I'm going to write them down. I've got a handy dandy thing here that I'm going to Write it down.
Well, I better take notes too.
Yep, we're gonna.
From the notes you fuck up.
Well, that's what Calvin does for a living, so let him take notes.
Yeah.
I was not aware there was
off.
going to be a test. I am not prepared for notes.
I
was unaware.
Mark, he looks like the scared kid that forgot what day it was in school, and they're like, "Okay, take out your homework," and he's like, "Oh, it's Tuesday.
My
Fuck."
dog ate it today. Yes.
Yeah.
Take out your pencil numero deux.
So we have the noon o'clock shift. And Marky, help me out here. I can't just remember. Did they take the top?
I believe they're taking top 16.
16, is it? I just can't remember what they did last year.
I know it depends on the amount of
top,
teams that enter.
I think it was top 8 got a bye for the first round, and then they took top 24 because then you're 16 fold.
You took top 24,
down
top
to
8, get a bye.
and then 8,
And you go from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your noon o'clock shift, you have Chris Povera is bowling by himself because
he's good though.
Well, he's bowling with freshies, so he's bowling by himself.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. He'd win it without him, so I'm pretty sure he can.
You got Norcross bowling with Danny Harris. You got Nate Lee's bowling with some scrub named me. That is his name, me.
Is he bowling with that asshole Gim Dodaro?
He is. He's bowling with Gim Dodaro. You got Joey Lister
to win.
Joey Lister, Corey Packard, Mike Nordone, Scott Douglas, Matt Susie, Austin Barnes, John Blade, Phil Clough, Mark Ritchie, who will bowl 525, and Brian Fuller Jr., who will bowl 780 to get them in.
And we will win again.
Mark 525.
You got Ken Dubray and Danny Finn. You got Jess Stockton bowling with Lori Lewis. Daryl Goodwin bowling with Brian Heffernan. Rob Linehan bowling with Mike Legendre. Jeremy Seaholm, Craig Holbrook, Rich Kochi, Mike Kane, Steve Spingola, Steve Reno Sr., Ryan Drago, Tom Mangione.
Is that the guy that plays the flugelhorn? Tom Mangione? Oh, no, it's Chuck Mangione.
That's Chuck. That's Tom's brother. The 2 p.m.
Oh, God.
The 2 p.m. shift has Dave Hodgen and Mike Kustak. You have Harry Potter and Rich Lamone. Winner. You've got John Winchell, Bobby Wickham, Bob Allard, Andrew Medeiros, Matt Nichols, Tim Douglas, Josh Daly, Mike McGinty, reigning champions, by the way. You've got Scott LaPierre and Jeff LaPierre, Glennis McKinley and Joe Smith, Chris Parkinson and Dennis Green, Dave Godwin and Jimbo Ayotti. Sean Baker and Sean McKinley, Jeff Surratt and Dave Barber, Steve Reno Jr. and Luke Gatarna, Rick Martell and Dwayne Milliken, Richie Myrick, Alfie Johnson, Mark Carrier, Matt Huff. I'm doing my network voice here. This is good.
Okay.
Mark Uvard, Bob Lee, Justin Scally, Pete Riscatelli, Ed Woodside, Steve Walsh, Keith Beaupre, Dan Schwannard, Brian Allard, Dan Allard, and Johnny Boudreau and Det Klein. So right now they got a total of, I believe, 37 entries. So
nice.
I think that's on par with what they had 2 years ago, somewhere in that neighborhood. Still time to sign up. You guys can reach out to Freshie, Nate Lees, Allie, and Nick Norcross, or you can get on their Candlepin Pro Series Facebook page. So there is time to sign up. So let's do this. Let's do plus or minus 700s in the first round.
In the first round?
Well, that's
qualifiers.
In the qualifiers.
The qualifiers? Oh.
Yep.
Plus or minus what?
I'm gonna set it. I'm gonna set the number at
3.5. You have to have a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because then you can't push. You don't have a push if you have.
Mine's a push then, because that's what I was gonna say is 3.
Then you're either going for a push.
No, that's why you put it at a half. You go 3.5. You get the over or the under.
All right. 3.5. That's the over.
Under.
I'm taking the over. I've been hearing lately that the pins have been moving very well in Portsmouth, much better than they did when we bowled there last year at the Worlds. There's been some big numbers coming out of there lately. I've been talking to McGinty on the last Friday night match that we bowled, and he said the pins are flying up there. So I'm going to take his word for it. I'm going to take the over. I'm going to go for I'm going to guess 6. I'm going to guess 5 or 6 700s. First event of the year.
What did you say?
Over.
You took the over?
Yeah, 5.
Brian's taking the under at 3.
Under at 3.
I'm going to take the over at 4.
But there will be a dozen 650s or better. 650 to 699, there'll be a dozen.
Oh, I think so.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. What will be the high single for the qualifying?
167.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think higher. I'm going to go 183.
190.
Whoa.
There's a lot of talent in that room. If the pins are moving as well as I've heard, there's a lot of talent.
I'm going to go. Oh boy, God! I want to say 200 just to say it, but I'm not.
That's not going to happen.
I know.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I know. I'm going to go 179. 179. Now.
What would be the cut?
Yeah, I was just going to say, so we got the cut, and I want to say the last time it was there, it was like somewhere in the 1170 something range, I think.
Yeah.
Was the last time.
1230.
That's going to be the cut?
That's the cut?
For like 32 teams?
Wow.
It's a lot of 600s, right?
I'm assuming it'll be 24. We'll make the knockout round. I assume they'll do the top 8, get a bye again, and then the next 16. So let's say top 20. Let's just, for argument's sake, let's say 24.
If the pins are moving and everybody's bowling good, you're going to have teams that bowl really well. You're going to have teams in this that bowl better than they think they're going to. They're probably going to overachieve, and they're not going to make the cut. That's just what happens in a lot of these tournaments. You have the day of your life, but the guys who are on the elite level also have those good days when the pins are moving. And you can go and you could bowl 650 and not make a cut when your previous high is 620. Like, it just happens that way sometimes. And if they're moving like this, you're going to have a very high cut.
I'm going to say 1192 for a cut.
Oh.
Right? 1190, 1200.
I'm going to have to change mine now because that was exactly what I was going to say.
Are you shitting me, really?
Yeah.
Are you going to price us right me and go 1193? Don't do it.
That'd be hilarious.
And then Tim's going to go 1191.
No, I'm going to go 1.
Yeah, what's $1?
$1.
No, I'm going to say 1189.
Yeah, I'm kind of right with you, right around that.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, so with 30, what did I say, 37 teams, that's 13 teams not making it to the rounds. So if you go 605 80, that's 1180.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 11.
He looks like he's shitting.
I know. I thought he was going
11.
I'm trying not to shit myself right now. 11. I'm going 1185. First tournament of the year. A lot of people didn't bowl the summer. And the last time it was there, the pins were moving fairly decent too. And cut was somewhere in that 1170 something range. Big question is who's going to be the first person to fall on their ass because they couldn't slide?
Oh.
Matero.
God, I hope not.
Let's say Bobby Witt.
Well, Bobby doesn't slide.
Bobby
Yeah,
doesn't slide as it is.
That's why. No, I don't know. That's my only concern up there is being able to slide.
I think you'll be fine. Don't
That's
worry about it, Jim.
It gets rough as the
Bowling
day
is
goes
up.
on. It
Oh,
gets
yeah.
very rough as the day goes on.
Yeah.
Much
Yeah.
more so worse than many other places. Beautiful
they haven't-
establishment. I
it
love
is.
the place,
Mhm.
but my knees
And that's
hate
the
it.
one thing they can't figure out because it's wood approaches. It's not synthetic approaches.
Nope.
And they've redone them. They've done everything they can think of to alleviate the stickiness. To me, it's got to be something. It's either the fact that it's all carpet up to the lane, up to the approach, or there's something in the AC isn't clearing it out enough or something. I don't know.
It's possible because Portsmouth has always been sticky, even ever since we were little kids when we bowled the kids internationals, I guess you used to call it.
Yeah.
Like late November, early December, we bowled that tournament there. I always loved it for that reason. I've never liked a long slide. I like digging into the floor and kind of stopping myself. But the older I get, the more it hurts. But it's always been like a tackier than normal house, very much more so than others.
Yeah.
Never know,
Well,
never been.
yeah, it's a fun house. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of automatic scoring.
Yeah, that part I don't like. I want to push my own button, if anything.
Yeah, I like the semi-automatic.
Yep.
I just think it
The CompuScore.
Yeah, I do. I like the CompuScore. I know who's got that. Bangor, Augusta,
Academy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a couple others I just can't think of right off the top of my head that have that.
Portsmouth used to have it. They recently
Colonial
they got rid
had
of
it, but all those are in Bangor now.
Yeah. I like it because you don't really have to think, but you still have to pay enough attention to know what people got.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
So,
And you still get to push your own button.
Yeah.
Like to me, that's the biggest one. I'll push my button when I'm ready. I don't like the machine coming down before things stop. Not a fan.
Yeah.
Oh, well, just hit the hold button. No, shut up. Let me push my button.
So
So who's gonna be high qualifier?
Yep. High qualifying team.
Maybe not who, what is the number? Who is no. I'm going with the number. Picking who's going to throw the number. There's any two teams that can throw the number. But what's the number? What's the number?
I'm gonna say I'll start this one.
Okay.
13.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's where I was.
Mm-hmm.
1345.
Okay. I'm going to take that up a little bit higher. I'm going to go 1363. I think it's going to be in the 60s.
1341.
1332.
Okay.
And the last one.
Who's winning?
Who's winning?
What's
John
pick
John
to win?
Winchell and Bobby Witt.
Now, okay, I got yours, Brian. I'm going to tell you, Marky, I'm going to tell you the same thing I'm going to tell myself. You cannot choose yourself.
Then why am I going?
Right.
Then why am I going?
Because
if I can't win this tournament with Fuller.
Well, no, it's not. It's not that you can't. It's that you won't.
Right.
You're not going to. It's going to be me.
So that means your monthly supply of Geritol came in right before the thing, and you're going to be all fucking gassed up.
Well, yeah.
Viagra.
You'll be all cocained up.
I'm going to be
with the cocaine.
Cocaine.
Okay, so Brian, you said who? Winchell and
Winchell and Bobby Witt.
Can't pick ourselves.
I just wanted to just be something different. Obviously, I'm bowling in it thinking I'm going to win.
Listen, Pete Rose.
Right.
So, I mean, that'd be foolish for me not to pick myself. But
if we take that off the table, then
right.
Okay, all right, fine. My pick to win then would be Jeremy C. Holm and Craig Holberg.
Ooh.
Jeremy has been on fire, and Craig has not lost a step. All the guy did was bowl all summer long at Woburn and average himself close to 122.
Yeah, but that's Woburn. That's a fast house.
No, it's not.
Really?
No, it's not.
I think it is. I love bowling in Woburn.
I enjoy it, but I would not call that place a fast house. No. I like bowling there. But
I went like 680 there. It's obviously fast.
Because you bowled good. Why was that obviously fast?
No, because it was fast.
Bullshit. It's quirky. It's weird.
I'm not
If
that
quirky.
I'm not that good.
If you're throwing the right ball, then yeah, you could score a ton in there. But if you're throwing the right ball and it's a skosh off, I'm just gonna throw in all the Maki words, right? If you're throwing the right ball and it's only a skosh off,
and
bro,
it's a little quirky,
you're gonna get all corked up in the middle of that.
Calvin, who do you got?
God, I don't know. I want to pick somebody random, just for the fun of it.
I'll go, and then you go.
Okay.
If it's not Nate and I, and again, Marky, you know where I'm coming from here. Obviously, I would choose myself, just like you would choose.
Right. We just went through that, and
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going back to back. I'm going McGinty and Daly.
God.
And I'll tell you right now,
Daly.
anyone.
You just want to take their money in November.
Yeah.
Anyone.
Who's Daly? I know Mike McGinty. Who's Daly? Who's that?
Did I miss something?
Is there? I have no idea. There's nobody relevant in the game of Candlepin named Daly. I have no idea who that even is. That's not even. I don't even know who that person is.
Okay.
I have no idea who that person is. Mike McGinty's going to be bowling twice that day, apparently. So good luck to you, big guy. Go get him, Fisty.
Okay, I must have missed something with the whole Josh Daly and Mike McGinty thing. I must have.
Oh, Josh Daly. I don't know.
I heard of him. I know his brother. His brother's a better bowler than him. That's all I know. I know the brothers.
Well, this isn't the roast, guys. We're not at the roast yet.
No, but you know what? I saw Josh.
I was being very serious. I don't know what you're talking about.
So, and I'm going to tell, and I'll tell you why. If
I'm very serious right now.
There's two reasons. Number one, anyone that overlooks Mike McGinty is an idiot right now. Period. End of story.
Been saying that for 3 years.
And you know what? And having watched him bowl for the last several years, seeing him get his head on straight, which it is certainly far better than it was a couple of years ago.
Fact.
And the fact is he is throwing such a good ball.
Fact.
Right now, and it's his home house. You're an absolute fool if you look past Mike McGinty. And Daly is Daly. He's come a long way. He's, to some people he's elite, to some people.
He'll get there.
He'll get there.
Someday he'll get there.
I'm just saying.
He's on the way. He's on the way.
I just, like I said, I think you're an absolute fool if you're looking past Mike McGinty and not counting him as one of the top bowlers in the States right now. You're an absolute fool.
That was the smartest thing I've ever heard you say, Tim. Ever. Oh, wait, we're not doing the roast shit. All
right. Sure. I'm going to say, oh, God. You know what? I don't even like to give it credit, but we're going to say Boisvert and Freshie.
Wow.
And I'm going to say this for the simple fact that I think Boisvert's going to struggle a little. And they're going to just squeak in like 20th to 22nd. And then Boisvert's going to go nuts and have like 140 average in the playoffs.
I've seen him do that before.
I mean, there's some big teams in this, without a doubt. Mm-hmm. There are some big names and some big teams. Surratt and Barber made the finals last year of this. You've got Baker and McKinley, and obviously Baker, the way he's been bowling. There's some, obviously Winchell and Whitcomb. And I like your pick, Marky, by the way. That's
Jeremy and Craig. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
it is a good pick.
That's a good pick.
Jeremy's one of those sleeper guys. Nobody pays him much mind. He's not loud. He doesn't put himself out there a hell of a lot. But dude is smoother than silk when it comes to rolling the ball like that. And you put him with a guy like Kreger. They may not be like the tightest of partners of teams, like the closest of friends. But we all know that like guys like us, when we put two good talent on the lane, any of that personal stuff aside, we can go out there and go get it done. And these two guys are definitely guys that will go out there and do nothing but put up numbers.
Yep.
They will put numbers up.
You know, and again, there's some good bowlers in here. I mean, the fact that Fuller's bowling with you boggles my mind. I would have thought he would have gone with someone good, but you know, apparently he's feeling like he wants to bring the, you know, you're the Make-A-Wish child for the weekend. You know?
Well, he
oh, you were talking to me.
He and Nate had reached out, so he and Nate have the thing going on where they have both selected a Make-A-Wish kid. You know, it was just make a granddad wish. Nate is adopting a granddad for the day, and he just happened to pick you out of the pool of puppies there, big guy.
That's true.
He's lucky.
But if Fuller was lucky enough to have me as a partner, the high qualifying would be about 1450. So you can just ease yourself up right there.
Well, yeah, Fuller would know he'd have to go 800.
Is Fuller going 800?
Exactly.
Oh my
exactly.
God. Oh
I
my
would push
God.
it.
Anybody else just have an aneurysm? I did.
Limit. I would push it.
God. Oh.
Yeah. And the last thing I will say is do not underestimate Boudreaux and Klein.
That was my second pick.
That's true.
That was one I was going through.
The debt
you can't debt can still bowl. This is not a marathon, meaning you're not bowling 20 strings. I mean, granted, Det's got to be about 142 years old right now. You know, he's not as old as Phil, but he's
still averaging about $1.18 down in Mills.
Yeah, he is.
He's bowling down there in the league down there.
Yep.
I was talking to him one of the last times I was down there for the Outrun the Bear. Still looks good. Still
super nice guy.
Still throwing the ball a ton. You know,
he's a super nice guy.
Oh, wicked. 100%.
Yeah, he is.
100%.
I mean, we won't say anything about Boudreaux, but Klein's a wicked nice guy.
Boudreaux's a good dude too. He's a good time. He's good to hang. He was in the summer league with us down in Woburn. It was fun to watch him have a couple tough nights. Johnny Boudreaux freakouts are the funniest thing in candlepin bowling. I'm sorry. Johnny, if you're watching this, dude, that's all in good fun. There is nothing funnier than a Johnny. One of them happened directly next to me while we were bowling each other. I had to stop. I was laughing so hard. Johnny Boudreaux freakouts are the best thing in candlepin. I'm sorry. Had to be said. Had to be said.
It's when he starts hitting himself. I mean,
Jesus Christ! Jesus! Hit the headband 37,000 times. Yes, John, you did. I know. But they were just too full. Yeah, but it should have fucking broke up. I don't know what the hell's going on around here. God damn it. Jesus Christ. Calvin's having a seizure over there. You all right, dude? Somebody get this guy a little Dilantin or something.
God.
Oh, God.
Christ's sake.
Oh, shit.
Big black guy.
Oh.
Fucking, I love Boudreaux. He's such a funny dude. Oh, my God.
He's what, 28 going on to 47?
I think he's 20.
He's like 25.
Going on to 40?
I don't even think he's 25, dude. I mean, he's very young. He's in his early mid-20s.
Oh, my God.
Well, thanks for watching the show, everybody.
You know what we do need a show where we just talk about the greatest freakouts on candlepin bowling that we've seen.
Oh, God.
Jesus. I'm okay with that. That's funny.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Oh, there was a time I freaked out on a bunch of kids, Brian remembers fondly.
Yeah, we were bowling. They put a birthday party next to the state doubles in Bangor, and this kid ran across and he grabbed Tim's bowling ball, said hi, and ran to his lane and threw it down the alley in the middle of the tournament.
Yeah.
So Tim went over and said, "We know we're having it." Like, he was actually talking to the kids and the parents, kind of like, "Hey, we're having a tournament. Please don't do that."
No, you got to be nice the first time you go over. You got to just explain it.
It happened again, and this time they didn't throw it. Tim just went over and said, "All right, don't do that again." And the kid came over like the third time, and Tim just goes, "You need to stop. There is no Santa Claus." Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was having a bad day anyway. It was a bad day of bowling.
And no, this wasn't like a 12-year-old. This wasn't like a 12-year-old birthday party. This was like 6, 7-year-olds.
6, 7, 8. Yeah.
They still believed up until angry elf Tim Matero got in their dreams. God.
I almost felt bad too, but then I went up and yelled at James. I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me, James? Seriously?"
You know what? You didn't get a letter from the association that day.
I did not get a letter from the association.
Oh my God.
Because the first time it happened, I went up and told James, I said, "Look, can you go tell the parents that this is a tournament? We have a tournament going on for a state title. So have your fun, do your thing, but please, stay over there." Like, I was on lane 18 and they were on lane 21. So they had 19 and 20 off. And they literally walked over. Like, one of them, I was standing, like, my pins were resetting, and I was standing there, and the kid walked in front of me and took my bowling ball. I'm like,
just, yikes.
And I just kind of looked like,
the fook.
I turned and looked at Brian, and Brian's like,
yeah,
that just happened. So, real quickly here, well, we're kind of going to be wrapping up soon. Part Deux will be over soon here.
Jesus Christ, wrap it up.
Oh God, you're killing me. Oh.
We haven't even started yet.
Oh my God. Oh, that's it. I can't wait. I can't. The exit. I'm totally lost. The Exeter mixed team tournament Sunday. That should be fun. Looking forward to that. The Necco singles. Freshie is taking signups. I think he said something like he has 30. Here it is. Let's see, we're at 32 bowlers. But he wants to, if he can, run it with 48. So right now he's at 32 confirmed. There is 3 on the wait list that if they can get to 48, obviously they'll be in. So get a hold of Freshie for that one. He wants to draw the bracket by September 26th.
It'll probably be in crayon.
Well, of course.
So there it is. That's what I got for this week. What do you guys got? I don't have any lock letters. Frankly, I haven't even looked because I was so focused on the roast and trying to formulate shit in my mind to say things.
Formulate Tim's word of the week.
You have one of those in your bathroom, don't you? Like a word of the day calendar that you read while you're dumping?
No. I like to read the dictionary,
break a mental sweat.
Break a mental sweat.
I like to play Yahtzee.
Yeah, except Tim grabbed it and it's really a thesaurus, so he's just reading all the same words in different ways.
Yeah, right.
So what are you saying?
I don't know.
Bought the wrong book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shouldn't have done that.
Formulate.
What do you guys got?
Dictionary. Find out what dictionary means.
What do you guys got? Anything for the mass of people that are listening right now?
Oh, good God.
No, but it's the first week in September, so Fuller's World's Rosters post is coming soon.
Oh, it's coming. I can't wait.
I felt that crisp air, and I went, Fuller's getting ready to type anybody got rosters?
It's coming. It's coming.
Happy Labor Day, and it's just that Anthony Anderson thing, that meme, and it's just Fuller. Where's your world's rosters?
Meanwhile, me and my world's rosters.
Yeah.
Calvin, you got something?
Yeah, remember everybody, we're gonna try to keep and do our MVPs of the month and our standings and everything. So get your stats in if you want to be, I guess.
We'll do our, Calvin, we'll do our best. Obviously, I think most of us see most of the posts on Candlepin Chat, scores of the week, that type of stuff. We know kind of what's going on with tournaments. It's going to be a little bit difficult to do a power rankings type thing for a combined Canadian American thing.
Well, we'll have to do it between the four of us. We'll have to find out like a ranking system, base it off aggressiveness of house and average and bowler and a whole kind of system.
Wow, we're getting into some sabermetric shit with bowling here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've got Bill James on speed dial. We will start that. We're going to try for like the first or second week in October. That will be for our first one that will take into account from September 1st on. And then we'll try it like once a month to try this. Again, understand, people, do not take this so serious that like, we legit are going to miss people in this. We legit are going to miss tournaments and miss scores. And, if we don't have you in our top 10 or top 20, it doesn't mean that we don't think you're a top 10 or 20 bowler. It just means that we obviously missed something or you suck.
It's possible.
There's the two options there.
Yeah, there's it.
I mean, that's the rules right there. Either we missed a stat or you suck.
Yeah. Well, really simple. Nothing in between.
I didn't narrow it down, boys.
Yeah.
Right.
Better.
Get better.
Get better. Brian, you got anything?
Not really, no. There's not a whole lot going on in the great big world of Rockland, as you know. So
that is true. Maki?
King of the River starts back up at Riverwalk this Sunday morning, 9:30 a.m. Four-string qualifier, $30 entry. You could become the king of the queen. Come back next week and bowl for free. Plus, there is a special weekly trophy given out every week. Stay tuned to Facebook for details when I put some pictures and a video up about that.
Cool. Calvin?
Yep.
I said mine.
Did you? I wasn't listening.
I said the rankings and all that. I got that started. That's as good as I get.
All right. Folks, please get your lock letters, get your questions, your comments, concerns, get those into rippingtherackpodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter. You can sometimes find us on Instagram. Not very often. Marky and I pretty much suck at Instagram, but that's okay.
Completely.
We may get better. We may not. But you can definitely find us on Facebook or Twitter at Ripping the Rack Podcast.
Mark, you can do some Instagrams from King of the River.
I could, actually.
He could. Or he could not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's either one or the other.
And Brian, you and I can do some from our leagues, and Calvin, you could do some from cocaine. I mean,
cocaine league.
The cocaine league.
My cocaine.
He's going to be high bowler there.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Brian, where else can they hear us? Oh, before you get into that, you guys can see Brian and Marky on Sunday nights on twitch.tv/JohnnyDeathDrop, the Dudes and Belts chatcast. You got Brian
9 p.m. Eastern on Sundays and 1 a.m. Eastern on Mondays or Fridays.
That joke will make a lot more sense after the next
That
episode.
will make a lot more sense, guys. Remember, stay
significantly
tuned.
Yes.
Episode 69 is coming up. That will be live, not live, but it will be available for your viewing/listening pleasure Friday morning.
Yes. And that joke will make a whole lot more sense to everybody on Friday.
Yes.
Brian, what else? Where else can they hear us?
They can listen to us on such fine media devices as Spotify, Anchor, Breaker, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and wherever else you listen to your podcast mediums.
Wow. The dulcet tones of Brian Athern.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Guys, appreciate it. Have a great week. For those starting their leagues, bowl well, have fun.
Best of luck.
And best of luck. Other than that, we will see you guys Friday morning. Hopefully, I still have my sense of humor.
Maybe.
Peace out. Probably not.